Good evening, everybody. The 27th of March here. Barry Beer with you in the studio on a Monday night. And look at that, everybody. We've got a bonzer of an evening. And look at that. It is as clear as a bell out there. And joining me in the studio for the Monday evening wrap, it's a very good evening to Rob Doyle.
Good evening, everyone. It's good to be here on this sort of balmy evening where the days are drawing in and soon it'll be dark at this time, so we're making the most of it while we can.
Okay, well, before we get to the casserole segment, which is our topic tonight, Cyclone Debbie up in far north Queensland, and as you've been hearing in the news, it will reach a category 4, so residents have been told to evacuate from their homes, and as we understand, evacuation centres have been set up in that region. And we also have heard that a fatal crash has happened up there. And with his report on the disaster up in Queensland, here's Rob.
Yes, it doesn't seem to be getting any better. With each report they say that the category's gone up from 1 to 3 and they say it's going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, they've had in recorded history up there. So they're really giving warnings to everyone via their phones, via SMS and everything. So there's no excuses, I suppose, for people they've had a bit of time to prepare or get out of the area, but we'll just wait and see what happens. Hopefully everyone will be alright.
Okay, so just repeating, Cyclone Debbie is really battering the Queensland coast at the moment. Excuse me. Excuse me again.
That's alright, Barry. It's the far north of Queensland, of course. They say that it's going to come in and hit the coast at about a place called Ayr, and yeah, we'll wake up tomorrow morning and hopefully the worst of it will be over.
Okay, now on to some positive stuff on the show, and that is casseroles. Now, who can resist the casserole on a cold winter's night? What's your favourite casserole? Beef? Lamb? Excuse me again. Just let me take...
Yeah, my favourite casserole, Barry, would have to be, I think, probably beef stroganoff or lamb casserole. No, lamb casserole.
Sorry about that. There was a bit of a tickle there, but yes, getting into the casserole as we head into the winter months now to warm us up. So very good indeed. And as we mentioned this morning, daylight saving will be drawing to a close on Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Here's Rob now for this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that extra hour of sleep in, Barry. I've waited all through the summer to get it, and I'm looking forward to just having a bit of normal sort of light, and you get up in the morning and it's a bit more light, and you go home from work in the evening and it's dark, so it'll be nice.
So there's nothing better than coming home to a nice casserole served with crusty bread and a green salad. Oh, yum. Now the tuna noodle casserole, that would go down well. here's Rob to tell you about this.
Yeah, the tuna noodle, did you say, Barry?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
tuna
right.
noodle. I can honestly say I've never had the tuna noodle casserole, but it sounds delicious. And I'll have to go and explore that and get the recipe and give it a try myself. But you tell me it's pretty good, eh, Barry?
Yep, and it's pretty easy. It's like noodles and tuna, sprinkled with cheese and baked until the cheese is melted. Yum! Oh.
Sounds good.
And of course, what can go down well with a casserole? Garlic bread. Now, who can resist garlic bread? Well, I have to admit that I can't have it due to the butter, because butter has dairy in it, and I can't have proper butter. But that doesn't worry me. Now, before we go tonight, towards the end of the show, we would like to remind you that it is Easter coming up. We said this morning, and staying safe on the road. Here's Rob now to recap to you what we discussed this morning for those of you that missed the show this morning.
Yeah, well, basically, Barry, it's just prepare yourself for the trip that you're going to make. Make sure that you've got all that you need on your holiday, and make sure that the car's been serviced and it's well prepared for a longer journey. And once you're in the car, drive safely, have lots of breaks so that you're not getting weary, and just be patient about getting there. There's no rush.
And as we said earlier, our roads are not speedways or raceways, as I'd like to call them. For goodness sake, everybody, I know that I've said this many times, and so has Rob, but we urge you to slow down. Please don't rush. There's no excuse for this, and that's how people end up in one of these after a nasty accident. So here's Rob now to explain to you about all of this.
Yeah, well, look, Barry, some people are so badly injured from rushing and having being in car accidents that they have to be chopped out because of the location, and maybe because they need to get there as quick as they possibly can to hospital. So we hope that no one ever has to see the inside of one of those in one of those situations, but the service is there, and they do a great job. So back to you, Barry.
And we hope that you enjoy this casserole season on videos, because there's plenty more to come, and the recipe of the week will be an Italian casserole. So if you want a photocopy of it, or if you'd like any of my recipes mailed to you, please let me know, because if you're looking for something to give the kids on a cold winter's night, well, Rob and I recommend a casserole to you, and here he is about this casserole that I've just mentioned.
Well, I don't know much about it, but if it's an Italian casserole, it must be good, Barry, because I love Italian food, and I'm sure that that'd be a great one for the winter as well. So I look forward to tasting one of those soon.
And garlic is good for the cold, so
it certainly is.
Plenty of garlic in everybody. And this program has been brought to you tonight by Dilmah Tea. And if you're looking for something hot to drink. I'm just gonna take a sip of my tea here.
Dilma.
Yeah, delicious.
Good.
And proudly brought to you by Sanitarium, the best of health. And just taking a look at Sydney's weather before we head off into the night. Look at that. If I can just get Rob.
It's getting a bit dark now, Barry. Oh no, we've still got a bit of light there. You can just see that it's really just the light's fading fast, and it's time to wind up. I think, Barry. Soon they'll be looking at a black screen.
And please, everybody, we urge you to take care on those roads. Don't do anything foolish. And here's Rob now.
Yeah, don't do anything foolish. That's a good place to finish it, Barry, because you'll pay for it for the rest of your life. And we hate having to give these warnings, but that's what you got to do. So take care, everyone.
And Anzac Day is approaching too, so please show your respect for the loved ones there, and don't wear hats in the RSL because it is very disrespectful. So we do hope that you'll join us for the next video and another word on Castros. But until then, this has been Barry Fear. You've been watching the Monday Report for the 27th of March. Have a good night, everybody, and as the sun is setting on a Monday night and daylight saving is fast drawing to a close, just once again, don't forget to put your clocks back 1 hour this Saturday night before you hit the bed. Otherwise you'll be late for everything on the Sunday morning. I'm Barry Fear, and you take care. See you in the morning, everybody. Good night.